Hello all, welcome to Building a Fortress. This is Giga Patrick. I won the die roll. Yes, I'd like to play first. This hand seems pretty good. You know, acceleration, loam. Can't imagine that I would mulligan this. Who knows what we're up against though. I think here I'll just get a forest since I have both grove and loam. You know, it's a small concession to wasteland. I mean, it doesn't really hurt anything, I don't think. I think port instead of grove. So could be miracles, could be combo. Guess we play a port to play around days. I guess I don't know that. Or spell pierce. Okay. Um, and I don't think there's a benefit to casting a second life from the loam. I think I can just play grove and port him. Don't want to give him the information that I have. That spell pierce probably indicates that he has counterbalance in hand. I'm assuming like Tundra definitely means miracles, but Tabernacle, Windswept Teeth, nothing too super useful there. But we can double port him, and I'm pretty sure we want to. You know, if I could. I really need to buy myself time to get into Wasteland or the combo. You know, it's pretty important here. Windswept Heath, Tranquil Thicket. I think that we do want to cycle the loam back. You know, means we only get to port them off one source here. But I still think Tranquil Thicket Depths. The Windswept Heath doesn't get me anything. So I played a Windswept Heath, and I think I play one Tranquil Thicket and leave the other for tricks and whatnot. V-click then, which is okay. Let's see who's targeting. He targets me. Oh no. He targets himself, which makes sense since like nothing. All right, so let's see. We want to double port, and we want to activate depths. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, like we're gonna bring back loam. That was strange. So, if this life from the loam resolves, we can loam, double port, and make the combo. If it doesn't resolve, then we cannot double port and make the combo, which kind of sucks, actually. Like how important is it to resolve life from the loam this turn? I guess not that important. So we're just gonna play depths and tabernacle to really get his mana. Let's see what he does. Let him pay. You know, it's a tough decision. Okay. So he does. So we definitely tap plains. And now I wonder, but now maybe I just let the island go. If he doesn't have a fetch land, then I can port end of main phase, and yeah, I think that's the right move. If he doesn't have if he has a fetch, then yeah, so I'm definitely paid off here. That seems strange. No, oh, it's okay. I can tap it before I make anything. I wonder why he. That seems. Why would he attack with Vendilion Click if he? I mean, granted, I have all these groves and whatnot, but still, you would want to leave yourself that out. But you know, I shouldn't say anything. You know, I make all kinds of crazy plays that don't make any sense. Okay, so you know, so we want all these cards. What are you doing? And we want these two cards here. So we have now 11 cards to cut. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need Chasm either. I think this is fine. Yeah. Double maze. Alright. Yeah, this is fine. The last time I played against Miracles in the two mans, man, it was such a bummer last game. I'm definitely keeping this. This is great. I lost in 2 matches, and what was such a bummer about it is that also is phenomenal. We're going to lead with Exploration if he Spell Pierces. I'd kind of rather him Spell Pierce this Exploration, than Pithing Needle. I think it's more important to have Pithing Needle on top than Okay, so alright. So he probably needs to name Punishing Fire, I assume. Maybe he names Loam, which is okay. Hmm. He probably names Loam, actually, I would think. Which would mean... But I can gamble. If he names Loam, I can gamble for Punishing Fire. Okay. So... Hmm. I think it's cool to go for Trinisphere here. I'm not saying it's... I mean, if he like had to tap out for Sensei's Divining Top, then that would be reasonable. That'd be great if he tapped out for Sensei's Top. Ooh, double Meddling Mage. Like, what can you do? I'm probably just gonna get beat from freaking Meddling Mage. Okay, you know, like there's very little to do here except rearrange your board. Uh, so guess we'll just play Pithing Needle on Sensei's Divining Top. Sensei's Divining Top. What the heck? What just happened? Alright. And, we are going to need to gamble for something, I think, eventually. So we don't want to just play lands willy-nilly, I don't think. I know that I miss a land drop here. I mean, so now I kind of need to go for, like, I just kind of have to go for a combo. Hope to find the combo really soon, basically. I'm assuming that he's only playing, like, I'm assuming he's not playing 4 Meddling Mages in his board. Okay, so you know, uh, we're not dead yet. We're not dead just yet. So we're gonna play this Dark Depths. We're gonna port him on his upkeep. We are going to port the Volcanic. I assume he has Blood Moon. This is a Wear Tear then. Okay. Okay. That doesn't. It sucks. It does suck, but I do have the Taiga. Okay, so exploration. Now I will play Taiga because I've got to. I'm gonna keep the exploration in my hand. But let's see. Let me think. Like, He attacks me down to 6 next turn. On my turn, I have to gamble for Thespian Stage. Then he attacks me down to 2. And I then die because he won't. I only have 1 blocker. So I guess I kind of have to gamble for Thespian Stage this turn. Hope I keep it. That is not a good position for me. That really is not what I would want to do. But otherwise I'm dead. Unless I just naturally top deck Thespian Stage. I guess I gotta go for it. We'll see what happens. Keep? Nope. Alright. Well, I mean, I feel like I pretty much had to do that. It sucks, but I think I pretty much had to do it. Uh, so, let me think. So my only outs here are Rest in Peace is meaningless with 2 meddling mages, 1 naming Punishing Fire, 1 on Life from the Loam. So he's seen a lot of his hate this game. So, you know, what can you do? I guess my only out here is drawing Thespian Stage, and if I don't, I'm pretty much toast, I think. K-Grip. Only one of these were, if these were only artifacts. Alright. I'll just let him kill me. Okay. Well, I'm so much further behind on time uh, than he is. So there's no point in kind of trying to catch up on time by making him kill me. As I was saying about this other Miracles game, like it was such a heartbreaker because I had a pithing needle, and saw 2 Croson grips. So I put the pithing needle on Sensei's Divining Top. He wear tears my pithing needle. So I K-grip his top. He finds another one. I K-grip that one, and then he finds a third one and a Rest in Peace. Man, it was a bummer, and I feel like I'm noticing increased hate for lands in the 2-mans. Maybe just because I'm not sure why. Uh, this is a rough hand. I got some decent mana denial. So, and usually there's time. I think I keep. This is a hard hand to know. I'll keep. This is hard hand to know. Grove. I'll just put out Port. I haven't seen. So I guess here we Port his Flooded Strand. Maybe Maybe this isn't even miracles. Maybe this is Jeskai Stoneblade. Like I'm operating this whole time on the assumption that it's miracles. I haven't seen a counterbalance or a top. I see. Yeah. Rest in peace. Okay. That's alright. Stage depths. And I can port his white source, so let's do it. Ponder? Maybe this, like, maybe this is Jeskai Stoneblade. What did he do? Chose not to shuffle his library. Okay. I guess, you know, going all in here doesn't seem that great to me. So I guess we'll try to port him off stuff next turn. That seems good. That seems real good, actually. Good enough that he's got a force. So, yeah, maybe he's... This tap is blue. Since we're not going for the combo here. Yeah, maybe this is Jeskai Stoneblade. Seriously, I would have seen... something by now, right? Tundra. Or maybe just you... No. I don't know. Maybe this is Miracles and he just isn't playing... No, he had V-Click. This has got to be Miracles. Man. It'd be awful if you found Blood Moon. Okay. So a top deck choke here would be pretty fantastic. Or another Trinisphere would be fine too. You know? But that was less fantastic. Alright, let's tap his Tundra. Let's tap his Island. I think that's the right move. Make sure, yes. So I guess it is like just Jeskai Stoneblade. I mean, I gotta save the Wasteland for a Tundra. Yeah, Jeskai Stoneblade. Alright, so... Okay, so... Trinisphere may be able to get me out of something. With the Wasteland, it should be able to. Unless, of course, he's got another force. But, of course, if he gets a hit in with Batterskull, then I'm open to swords. Which, more than likely, he will. Maybe I needed to go for Arid Mesa there, actually. Huh. But now if he wants to put in Batterskull, if he wants to put in Batterskull. So, you know, it's hard to know. Maybe I should have just gone for the combo. Maybe he didn't have anything, but he didn't shuffle his library, represented swords. You know, he had Rest in Peace. This game is quickly slipping into unwinnability, unfortunately. You know, I could top deck K-Grip, something like that. But unfortunately, that Batterskull puts his life total out of reach for me. Yeah, I definitely feel like I've been seeing more hate for lands online. I mean, I think I need like a top deck Maze of Ith here. Let's see. Does Wasteland do it actually? Well, no, because hmm. Hmm. So I could like attempt to port his Arid Mesa, and then that forces him to put Batterskull into play now. But what good does that do me? You know, then he probably gets Tundra with it, or maybe Volcanic Island, and I can double waste, but like I can single waste and port a land, and if he misses a land drop, then he can't have swords. So I guess that's probably the right move there. Play another Wasteland. He puts in Batterskull. But now I need. Problem is now I need another mana producing land to, you know, be okay with swords. But I guess. Well, we do have the second. We do have two Thespian stages, so maybe mid-combat, and we have two Thespian stages and the other Dark Depths. So maybe mid-combat we try to block the germ. You know, he doesn't have infinite swords to plowshares. Okay. Maybe he does have infinite swords of plowshares by now, but this isn't like Miracles where he let's move to blocks. What do we want to do? We want to do meddling mage, or do we want to do? So this tells me he doesn't have swords to plowshares. Okay. Let's. Otherwise, he wouldn't allow the blocks. I guess we do Batterskull. Oh, huh. Why would he allow the blocks? Now he doesn't gain any life. That seems strange. Dark Depths, Caracas. Now, you know, we pretty much are totally on this plan. Now we're pretty much totally on wear tear on the Trinosphere and exploration. Exploration's fine. Trinosphere means he can cast Trinosphere means he can cast. Huh. But now. So if he gets a white land drop. Why? Yeah, he. I don't know why he had to pay so much. Huh. All right. Well, let's see what happens. Well, pretty much have to do it now. And if he's got some, he's got some. Like, we're in a corner. Well, he's got one land, or he's got one card in hand. Okay, so if it's he's got one card in hand. So unless it's like a Caracas, exactly, I think we are okay. It could be a Caracas though. Abbot of Carroll Keep, yeah, he. Um, just take it all. Yeah, he's toast. And that was that was crazy. I thought I was gonna lose that game. I feel like you know, I boarded incorrectly. I thought it was Miracles. I haven't seen Jeskai Stoneblade in a while. I hate calling it Jeskai. I much prefer Napoleonic. I even prefer American Stoneblade to Jeskai. I feel like we only won that game through some type of play mistake. He probably didn't have swords in hand, or otherwise he would have just kept it up. Um, but I wonder why he had to keep. I wonder why he had to. Like that must have just been a mistake where he uh like I tapped his Mishra's Factory and he wanted to like wear tear exploration Trinisphere. Um and for some reason he ended up having to tap both his white sources, which I'm not sure why. Um but I wonder what that last card in his hand was like. But yeah, I think we got that one through some type of mistake on our opponent's part. Um, in any case, like seeing all those meddling mages, with the meta has significantly changed since dig through time has been banned, which I I'm happy that the delve spells were banned. I think that like clearly legacy was a very narrow field with the delve spells in being legal, but with the change in the meta, it's much more varied, and I feel like I not only do I have to get used to playing against more decks and understand how to beat them, I also feel that there's more hate for lands. Like just you know, meddling mage is probably not in there for lands. It's probably in there for combo, but it's still good against us, especially with two. The first meddling mage usually has to name Punishing Fire. And obviously, if I thought he was on Jeskai Stoneblade, I wouldn't have boarded out all those Punishing Fire. But it ended up being a good for me because he I didn't like he was naming Punishing Fire and I didn't have any. So his card was essentially he just had a 2/2 for that, which was good for me. But I definitely feel like we got that match on some type of play mistake. So, uh, just a couple final notes. Like Chris Anderson, top got fifth at an IQ this past weekend, and his board was pretty similar to the one where he got 10th at the Open. Four Sphere, two Trinisphere, one Pithing Needle, three K Grip, two Choke, a Bog, a Depths, and in at the IQ, a Koth of the Hammer. Which, I hadn't even thought of that card back when I was trying out like Xenagos. So Koth would have to be better than Xenagos because it's mono red, which means it's better under Blood Moon, and the +1 ability is better than Xenagos' 0 ability. You get a you get to attack with a 4/4 creature every turn, essentially. And so, like, I think that's interesting. The other two abilities of Koth aren't very. Uh, well, I mean, I guess his ultimate could be useful in certain circumstances. His other ability, which I forget what it is not anything, I don't think. But so Koth seems interesting. Like definitely better than like the Xenagos I was attempting. Still, my thoughts on Koth are that the Blood Moon match is essentially unwinnable. I think that you have to get so lucky to win, to beat anything with Blood Moon. That it's not like having a one of in the sideboard that's really good. Probably is really good against Blood Moon. Still is probably not good enough. You know, um, because like the decks that are running it, sneak attack, sneak and show, Imperial Painter, bloody taxes, some version of miracles. So against Imperial Painter and sneak and show, like you are not, Koth is not going to get there. They are going to combo you before you do anything. Before maybe even before you get to Koth. Um, uh, and still, when you get Koth out, he's still a 5 turn clock. So against those combo decks, Koth is not going to be too good. Against Miracles and Bloody Taxes, I could definitely see him being a lot better. Like against Bloody Taxes especially, Koth's ultimate seems like it could be great. Against Miracles also, he does seem reasonable. Just put a Koth out under Blood Moon and attack for 4 every turn seems reasonable. But against Miracles, I feel like you actually have a chance to K-grip the Blood Moon, and it's fine. So I don't think Koth is necessary there. I guess I'm always looking to try out new sideboard options. I don't know if 3 choke is still right. I don't know if 2 pithing needle is right. I don't know if a 3/3 split of Trinisphere Sphere is right. So I'm not sure. They still haven't printed that one card that would be perfect for our sideboard to make up for the loss of like Gamble and Life from the Loam's utility in matchups 2 and 3. But usually against the hate, you just kind of want to go for the combo plan. And we were lucky enough this match to see our opponent make a mistake and to have a double combo. 2 copies of Stage and 2 copies of Debs. So otherwise, that's about it. Maybe I'll try other things in the future. I'm not sure. Until then, peace out.